Hello, all you thoughtfully made people out there. It's Courtney Morrison with Made Architecture and Design, back with another week in review. So last week we were traveling. It was fall break for my daughter. We spent most of the week in North Carolina. Went to my mom's house and my stepfather's house and stayed most of the week with them up in northern North Carolina. You can see the previous 2 weeks in reviews, which I recorded up there, if you're interested in seeing that. So that's where we were and that's what we're doing. So there's really not a lot to talk about from a work perspective. But when I started this series, the Week in Review series, I resolved to just tell you guys about anything I had going on, what I was doing, and things like that. And so, that means sharing kind of the good, the bad, a holistic perspective of what it means to be a solo entrepreneur running a small architecture and design firm. So, right before we left, I'll get into the story. So I fell for a scam, a phishing email that cost me $5,000. That's the punchline of the story. So before we left, I submitted drawings to the Historic Planning Commission here in Marietta and sent them in. They go in via email and received confirmation, and that was it. And then on Tuesday, the 23rd, I got an email that said, in order to process your application, you need to pay the fee so that you can be on the docket for the in-person meeting. And, here's an invoice, wire us the money, and, you'll be good to go. So it has a signature of someone on a name that I recognize on the Historic Planning Commission. And, it has an invoice attached to it that has the City of Marietta letterhead and all this stuff. And so I scramble and figure out what to do to pay them. I contact the client, say, hey, here's the application fee. I'll go ahead and take care of this, and, we'll be good to go. Now, in the body of the email, it referenced everything I wrote in the project description. And it said, we appreciate your use of, these materials and your, your approach to the fenestration and blending it all together to fit in with the neighborhood. It was really, really thorough. I mean, whoever put together the phishing email really, looked at the application, or maybe it was AI. But anyways, so it was fairly believable, or at least that's what I'm telling myself in hindsight. And so, I paid the invoice. Well, fast forward to, I guess that was the 23rd. I think on the 26th, I got an email from someone at the city that said, there are no fees associated with this application. And I called her immediately and said, well, I already paid some fees. What do you mean? And she said, well, there's a phishing scam going around, and so I wanted people to be on the lookout. Well, too late. That money was already gone. And so I've contacted my bank and filed a claim. I've reached out to my insurance provider to see if there's any coverage there. But ultimately, I consider that money gone. Lesson learned. So I don't know if it's my choice, right? It's my I made the choice not to go and verify the amount or the payment method or any of that, or really, look at the email address that it came from, any of the clues that I could have found, to prevent this. I didn't look for. So, it's on me. And like I said, I consider that money gone. Now, I'm not telling you the story, so that you'll feel bad. I'm not starting a GoFundMe, to replenish my, my losses or whatever it is. I'm going to figure it out. But really, like I said, I wanted you guys to know, like, this is part of it, right? I don't have an IT department necessarily, or I am the IT department, or anything like that maybe would prevent this in a bigger firm. And it's just part of, being a good steward of my business. And in this case, I wasn't. And so, and now I, I've contacted the client. They've already paid me for it. So now I'm going to have to issue them a credit on their final invoice for the amount that they paid and things like that. So, like I said, it's just part of it. I'm not feeling sorry for myself. I don't want you to feel sorry for me either. But, if you want to, if you're laughing at me or at this, you can comment, thoughtfully made idiot below. And I'll take that. So, That's really all we have for this week. If you have any questions about who we are, what we do, or how we do it, leave them in the comments below. I would love to talk to you guys or interact with you there, or perhaps address a comment in a future week in review. So that's all I have for this week. Until next week, y'all be particular.